Hi guys, welcome back to the Camilla show. Something like that. We're working on titles. So I decided to make my second video also today. That's why everything looks literally exactly the same. Because I decided to just, you know, do it all right now because I am very awake and so why not? So I was like thinking about ideas for like what this vlog or whatever should be about, and I made myself crack up at the idea of having a fashion vlog because I am so unfashionable. Like my fashion sense ranges from super fancy flashed out gala I'm gonna go meet the queen event or complete bum. Like there is no middle ground. And it'd be so hilarious. I'd be like, and over here you can see my many array of hoodies. Um Sometimes for an accent as a pretty little accessory of sorts, I take the strings and tie them into a little bow. And I'll roll the sleeves up to really make a statement, a real fashion statement. This is top of the line, top of the line, and I'll pair that with either jeans or yoga pants that I've never done yoga in, and it should just be the worst fashion blog ever. Okay, so back to I wasted like 2 minutes. Back to what this video is actually about. I decided to tell you guys one of my most embarrassing stories ever. So are you ready for this? I'm trying to decide like which one. Actually, I'll do. This is really hard. Wow. Okay. Eeny, meeny. Okay, I'll go with. Okay, so I'll go with the time that. Okay, so we all have like crushes, right? We've had crushes at one point in our lives, right? Don't sit here and pretend. Don't sit here and pretend that that's never been you, okay? Or you've never tried to impress a girl or something, okay? Or a boy in some sort of way, okay? We've all been here, so please resonate with me. Um, so flashback, right, to Camilla age somewhere between 11 and 12 years old. I was in the 7th grade, and I had a crush on this boy whose names will not be revealed unless he remembers the story, because that would suck. I haven't seen him in years. But and he happens to be watching this. But so we were having PE, and we just played basketball. Ball is life. And the teacher called us in because PE's over. So he's like, "All right, kids, come on up." And I'm like, "Okay." And so we walk, and he has the basketball in his hand because there was only a couple guys in our class. I went to a really small school, and so he had the ball. He was like the sportsy guy. So like he had the ball, and he's like, "Yeah, I have the ball when we go back to class. That's who I am." And then I come over, right, and I decide, Camila, today you're gonna be cool, which is always how bad things happen for me. Because Camila, like naturally, I'm like not your typical cool person. Like people who know me are like, really, Camila, you're not your typical good, like duh. But you're like still, I'm not like your typical like people like me and like to listen to things that I say for reasons beyond my understanding. But yeah, not like I've never been like cool or like things and I've never been able to like I've never executed things well, as you can clearly see in this story. And so I'm like, today you're gonna be cool, and you're gonna impress this guy with your little 11/12-year-old skills, which I had none of, which I know now. And so he's like, he's bouncing the ball, he has the ball, and I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna knock the ball out of his hand, and then still like in your face fall in love with me. And that's what I was hoping for, that I would take the ball and he would fall in love with me, and then we go and get married. And that was, I thought like that was like, and part of me blames like princess movies because that's kind of how it works. Like a guy, like it's a princess and a guy comes swooping in and they're just like, they do something, and often the nice guy gets things. And So I thought that things like love were easy, you know? No, obviously not. But so I was like, yeah, I'll knock this ball out of his hand, and then bam, he'll ask to put a ring on it. And so I run up and I attempt the ball smackification, right? And normally when you do these things, you hit down on the ball, and then you grab it and you're like, and you have the basketball. Like, that's how people steal balls, like in any situation, in like professional sports, you know. But Camilla, that's not how Camilla decides to do things. Camilla decides to run over, right? Run over, and instead of smacking down, I smack upwards towards his face. And he wears glasses, so it smacks him in the face hard because I came up I came over like boom, and like the thing is like it has the complete opposite effect because I'm supposed to like make you fall in love with me by taking this basketball away, but instead, here I come looking like just some complete jerk. Like, who am I? Who am I? Just coming out of nowhere and smacking other kids in the face with balls. Like, that's not even the premise for like regular friendship, let alone like lifetime love partnership. So I smack the ball into his hand and it hits him hard. He's like you hear like the ground, like oh, like you hit it, you hear it, like, and then he grabs his face. You guys, he like grabs his face and he's like, oh my god, what's wrong with you? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And then I walked away, and that's how that ended. And I'm almost positive he still hates me. As if he even remembers who I am. No, he probably does. I mean, we went to a really small school, it'd be impossible to not know who I am. But still, you guys. And that is why, wow, 7 minutes and 22 seconds. That is why I decided to 100% be myself for the rest of my life. Because obviously, trying to be the cool kid does not work for me. So yeah, that's my story, guys. Thanks for watching this super long video of story tellification, and um, yeah, if you actually watch these, I really appreciate you. So, I'll see you later. I need to figure out how to edit things.